I've done it. I finally had the time and the ability to do this, and it took me about a week. What's up, guys? Welcome to Oddcast. If you're new here, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We always have interesting and random topics that we like to talk about sometimes, and we even go against the grain every once in a while purposefully just to watch the comment section go nuclear with knee-jerk reactions. Now, aside from the obvious reasons on why I decided to build a gaming PC, I've noticed over the years that whenever Joe and I decide to do a gaming review, there's a huge hole missing. And that huge, decrepit nothingness of a hole is Microsoft titles. If you go back and watch some of our older videos, it's very clear that Joe and I are not super Xbox fans. We actually just prefer PS5. We think it outperforms the Xbox, but if you're interested in actually finding out why, let us know in the comments below, because we'll totally tell you why.
First of all, fuck you, motherfucker!
That doesn't mean that the exclusive games that come out for Xbox is not great. Actually, a lot of them are fantastic. I just had to come up with a workaround, and I thought, play it on Steam. But my personal laptop, though great, is not really up to snuff to play some of these AAA games effectively. And Starfield, Bethesda's new juggernaut of a game, is coming out in September, specifically for my birthday, and I really wanted to play it, but I knew I wasn't playing on an Xbox. That just wasn't happening. So I made this. My semi-themed Ghostbusters PC. The RGBs are generally blue and white to simulate Ecto 1's sirens, but you see Slimer there in the AIO with mostly Corsair parts, which was not intentional. But let's start with the motherboard. I went with the MSI B650 Tomahawk that supports 4 DDR5 DRAM, 3 M.2 SSDs, 2 2.0, 4 3.2 Gen 1, and 3 3.2 Gen 2 USBs in the rear. It also supports Bluetooth 5.3 and supports Wi-Fi 6E. I did pick this motherboard specifically because of the capability this mid-tier motherboard actually has to offer. Now, this motherboard only supports 7000 series Ryzen CPUs, so that's why I actually went with the Ryzen 5 7600X. Using a great CPU is just as hard, if not even harder, than trying to choose a great GPU. It was all about trying to find a balance of cost and performance, and it was a toss-up between Ryzen 7800X and the 7600X. After watching many reviews, looking at stats, statistics, thanks to Linus Tech Tips, I settled on the 7600X. Thanks, Linus and the team. You guys had a really rough week, so I kind of hope things work out better for you guys. As far as the GPU, like I said, cost versus performance, I went with the Nvidia RTX 3060, not the Ti. I really kind of did want the Ti, but the cost of the Ti versus the regular 3060, just for a little bit of 4K performance, I didn't think it was worth it. And then I picked up an assortment of Corsair parts that I truly did not intend to do. That was actually clearly by accident. Then I realized it when I saw a bunch of yellow and black boxes all over the room. I mean, look at this stuff. For cooling the CPU, I went with Corsair's H150i Elite with the LCD screen on the pump. For the memory, I went with the Ventus RGB 32GB 6000Hz DDR5 memory. Did go a little cheaper on the keyboard with Corsair's K55 RGB Elite, 4 Corsair AF120 RGB Elite fans so I can keep the airflow of this baby good. As far as SSD, I did go with the 980 Pro from Samsung. It's the exact same one that I actually put in my PS5, and these things work great. And to power it all, I went with the Corsair RM850X modular power supply. Some people say that the size of the power supply is a bit much, but you kind of need it. So I've taken all of this and I put this in the NZXT H7 Flow black and white PC case. And I have to say, I'm digging this case. I mean, aside from the high flow ventilations on the front and top of this PC, what impressed me the most was the cable management setup. So as you can see here, I'm gonna turn this thing around. Pop this off. My cable management, I don't know if it's that great or not. You let me know in the comments how well I did, but the way they actually make this case, the setup for the cable management is actually really good. I like these 2 channels here that you can actually run your cable through, and they got these little Velcro straps to kind of keep everything in. I thought that was dope. Like, I haven't seen really any other case with this kind of setup here. The quality of this case is actually really nice. Real tempered glass, not that plastic or acrylic. I like the airflow on the top and the front, huge openings for the fans. The metal on the case itself is actually smooth edges, so I'm not going to cut myself, so you know it's not cheap. That's it. This channel is not a PC tech channel, so no in-depth information about all the ins and outs as far as configurations for any of the equipment that I use or anything like that. Just a bare bones dialogue between me and you saying, look what I did. Now, one of the first gaming reviews I'm actually going to do on this bad boy is for Starfield by Bethesda. Interesting is right now, if you guys are currently building a PC, right now, if you buy a new Ryzen CPU, Starfield comes free. They'll give you a little code, you go on their website, you create an account, and you just wait on it. Well, thank you so much for watching me just kind of geek out over something that I put together. And honestly, it didn't take a week for me to do this. It literally took me a day. I just waited a week for some of the equipment that I had to purchase. Most of this I got from Best Buy, so I was able to kind of get it right then and there. I'm kind of an instant gratification person, so I was kind of trying not to purchase stuff online and wait 2 days on Amazon or something like that. But had to. If you recently or if you've built your own budget to performance PC, let me know in the comments what you got. I want to compare. I want to see what you got versus what I got. If you have any future interest in playing Starfield, let me know in the comments as well. I want to know what your expectations are. I'm really excited for this one. I think this is going to be a good game. That's it, guys. That's all I got for you. I'm actually going to leave a list of all the stuff that I got in here in the description down below. And while you're down there, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Notification bell is there for you too. But other than that, I'm going to put this away and I'll talk to you later. Peace.